What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I am inside of a Goodwill looking for treasure. There was a Twilight game for 10 bucks. That is not a treasure, but I'm looking in this bag for $12.99. Just a bunch of tools, some socket wrenches, stuff like that, and I couldn't see what brand they were. They were just kind of cheap junk, I found out, so I did end up putting those back. Not really worth it to me at $12.99. You know, vintage, made in the USA, Craftsman or Snap or something like that. Might have been worth picking up, but that's not what those were. And I'm just checking the shelves, trying to find some stuff I can flip on eBay. What do we got? Just all kinds of stuff. And you know what? A lot of this stuff I've just been seeing a lot of. It's not selling. Here's some a little Noah's Ark figurines up there. I was actually in the store when those came out, and they're just nothing special, no name stuff. So not worth picking up. But a lot of this stuff's just been sitting on these shelves. I see it every day, every week. And it's a good reason why Goodwill and these thrift stores should price stuff low just to move it. Don't be greedy and try to get, the max amount of money. I know it's a business. I know that's, kind of how you're supposed to do it. But at the same time, for a thrift store, you're getting the stuff for free. Just move it and bring in more and just keep that cycle going. Down here, I see this Tiffany lamp set. I don't think it's actually Tiffany, right? Tiffany style, yeah, it says on there. $7.99. I'm looking like, oh, you got to put this thing together. There's some glass panels, and you know what? I tried looking it up. I couldn't find any comps on this exactly. There was probably some money to be made there. Of course, I don't know if all the pieces are there. I'm not going to try to put it together before I sell it. But at $7.99, I could have bought it and just done an auction and stated, we don't know if all the pieces are there. Selling as is, maybe could have made some money. I did end up putting it back. Was it $7.99? It might have been $12.99. So over in the toys, checking out some stuff. There's a mine trap. For a while, you could make some decent money selling those used on Amazon. They're selling for around the $30 range. Just not selling for much right now. Too many sellers coming in. Electronic Battleship, that is a newer one, which can still be worth picking up. The older one can sell for about $50 or $60 pre-owned on Amazon. Down here, I got these Who Knew games, 2 of them. And I've mentioned these on the channel lots of times. I pick them up. They sell great around Christmas time on Amazon for about $40 used. Now, I did open both of those boxes, and they're missing the manuals, so I just decided to pass on them because I have to have the manuals to sell them on Amazon. And I could print them off, but, I just decided to pass on them. There's a Swoop I just touched there, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I think that's worth something, and I checked, did a Google Lens, and yes, it's worth picking up. So I bought that for $3.99, and I'm scanning the shelves just to see if there's anything else I want to pick up. I see the bag of figures, and I'm like, oh, they're kind of like muscle men or something. $1.99. It's like, it might be worth something. I tried to find out what they were. I did some research, but I eventually just bought them anyway. I'm like, they're $1.99. Is no big loss on those. So yeah, I wish they were muscle men. That's kind of on my bucket list, is to find some muscle men out in the wild, just because they're cool. They're nostalgia from my childhood. Just like to find them. So Tripoli game, that one is not worth picking up. Yeah, that's about it. So you see my cart. I also got some liners for a commode, and those are actually worth picking up. So grab those. Checking out baskets, even though I don't know what baskets to look for, right? I know some of the better names, but just eyeing them. I don't want to flip over every basket, try to find a name. So I usually just kind of skim through, but I do find some interesting things in these aisles. But I move over to a church-based thrift store, and I see this Lisa Frank item. I'm like really excited. And then I see that it's got one of the Dollar General tags on it, so I know it's not worth picking up after that. And the reason I'm excited, the vintage stuff can sell great. I sold a Lisa Frank vintage binder for about 140 bucks. So paid $1 for it. You can't beat it. So here I'm at another Goodwill, a North Face jacket, big hole in the sleeve, duct tape on it. I can't believe Goodwill still put that on the shelf and are trying to charge full price for that. Found a clock though, so got that in the car. And here's another thrift store. You see I got a pair of good boots and shoes. I wanted to make sure to show that because I'm finding a bunch of shoes. I don't record a lot when I'm looking at the shoes. And it seems like when I'm not recording the shoes is when I find a lot of good shoes. And I found a lot of good shoes today. And there's a couple of them. I want to turn on the camera and show people that I am finding this stuff in these thrift stores and Goodwill. So, yeah, some car. I think I meant to go back and look at those when I was done filming, and I did not. So, yeah, unfortunately, I just wanted to get some filming done. I know it's not film, so you don't have to correct me in the comments. But, yeah, books, I'm just trying to see if there's any Stephen King. Since this is a church thrift store, I kind of feel like maybe they pull out things like Stephen King. Maybe they don't want to sell it. They probably don't want to sell like more adult types of DVDs and stuff like that. So maybe, they don't get put out. I don't know if that happens, but it just doesn't seem like I ever see any Stephen King books or anything like that in this thrift store. And looking at the VHS, they got some tucked under there just in case. Looks like a bunch of Disney stuff. And there are some Disney VHS that's actually worth money. Most of them are not, and they're the ones that are very special. So I don't see anything that I recognize. Plush, checking this out too. There could be some gems, and here's a little kangaroo with boxing gloves. I should have Google Lens that. It just kind of seems older. Seems familiar to me as well. Like maybe I know it from somewhere. Also, that Winnie the Pooh there, I don't think is anything, but you gotta watch out because there's some good Winnie the Pooh stuff. I sold one recently for about $200, maybe closer to $300. What was the brand of that? Like Stife or something? German made. So here at this Goodwill, I got a sealed game in the cart, and this is the next day. I'm back in the Goodwill I was in the beginning of the video. And I found some new stuff, and I'm just checking over here. Coca-Cola tray. I don't think it was actually old. And some of that stuff in the cart I put back. I just kind of threw it in there to, check it out later. Again, the baskets, the paintings, the pictures. But hey, at this Goodwill, I find this like electric fence part, and it didn't have a price on it, so I was worried. Like, oh no, they're going to price it too high, but no, they priced it $5.99, which was fair considering what I can sell it for. Over in the toys, some Star Trek glasses from Burger King, $20, too much, but hey, check this out. Now this is interesting. I don't see this kind of stuff in Goodwill too often, and usually it's priced too high, but I'm like, yeah, brand new, like Batman sets. One's Imagine X, Fisher Price. Is this one $10? Yeah. Kind of cool, kind of priced right. Not big money, however. Even being priced $10, items that big can cost a lot unless you're selling them on Amazon. I can sell one on Amazon. I can't sell the other because of restrictions. Hey, look at this, Yoda. I'm like, hey, this is cool. What is it? $7.99? It's missing. I was wondering if it was missing like half of it, so I didn't know what it was. I Google Lensed it. It's just something that holds a candy dish for Halloween. And it looked like I can make some money on it, so I decided to buy that. Checking out the rest of the Halloween stuff, trying to see if there's anything cool that I can buy and flip. Here's some of these string light eyeballs, which would have been good, but one of the eyeballs were broken. I probably could have sold that bag for $20. I decided to pass once they were broken. And here's some ice skates I found. So, they were kind of priced right and in good condition. I'm like, I'll give them a shot. I don't sell a lot of ice skates, but it ended up being a good day shopping at Goodwill. I've got some treasure to show you, and it's a lot of shoes. Some shoe treasure. Of course, some other good things, but got some good shoe deals today. Let's start back here with these Justin boots at the thrift store. All shoes, all boots are only $1 at this thrift store. And these are in pretty good condition, like not a lot of wear, just some dust, some cobwebs on them. And I found a comp. One pair sold for $35 on auction plus shipping. No others for this particular model are being sold or have sold. I'm probably going to price them about $40 plus shipping. They would definitely sell. Justin's a good brand. Then at Goodwill, I got some ice skates, something I don't buy a lot of, that's for sure, but I saw the brand, Soft Skate of Jackson, decided to look it up. Was like, oh, the comps aren't bad on these, looking like anywhere between $35 and $45. I looked these skates over and over, and I did not see any price tag indicating that they were more than the base $4.99 price at Goodwill. When I went to pay for it, she instantly pulled this out from the bottom. So they were $7.99. I said, you know what? I thought they were $4.99, but that's not that big of an increase. I can still make money. They're in good condition, except for a few black marks on them, which will rub right off. So I should do all right on those profit-wise. And then take a look at this. 2 pairs of Adidas shoes. I don't buy a lot of Adidas to sell just because the resale value is not good on a lot of them. However, I got these 2 different sizes, 2 different Goodwills, and both hovering around $100 new. And these are pretty much new. I don't think they've been worn. I saw these and I'm like, hey, these have got to be good. They got some, well, I thought they had some Japanese. That one looks to be German, maybe. There's some Japanese. I guess it's just different languages, whatever that is saying there. But yeah, actually, I think these are selling for over $100. I don't think there were any pre-owned shoes on there for this style, so I'm probably going to price these about $80. I only paid $4.99 for these. Then I was getting ready to leave a Goodwill and I heard a new cart roll out. So I just went back to check it. Found these on the bottom. Now these were $12.99. You can see this one doesn't even have the shoelaces. The sun's going down. I'm losing my light here, but hopefully you can see a little bit. These are in really good condition. These have been worn at least a little bit, I can tell. You know, I'm half tempted to keep these myself. But again, I think I saw one pair that was in rough shape selling for $50 pre-owned. All the rest were new, selling for around $100 or more. I would probably price these at least $60 and they should sell. So a couple of nice Adidas finds, just kind of weird. And here's another pair of shoes I got at the church thrift store for $1. I picked these up. I didn't realize they were Saucony at first. I'm like, oh, these are kind of well made. I think they're going to be good. Then when I realized they were, I looked them up and yeah, this is a pretty good pair of Sauconys. Again, a lot of Saucony shoes are, you know, kind of long tail. They're not great for resale, but there are some models, of course, that are. These are one of them, it looks like. I can probably sell these between $50 and $60, I think. They're in great shape, just a little dirty. And then here I just got some Brooks. They're also in good physical condition. So there's no insole, unfortunately, so I will have to price these cheaper than I normally do. However, at $20, $25, you know, they're definitely going to sell. They always do. And then also for $4.99, I just picked up these Nike Reacts, and they're in great physical condition. Shoelaces are a little dirty. The white has a little bit of dirt. They're not particularly great money-wise, but in this condition, only $4.99. I'm definitely going to make some money on them. So adding up all the shoe profits, it's going to be good. Back over here, I just got a Wilson glove, $2.99, and I did see a comp for one sold for $25. You know, I'm going to make at least $10 on that, maybe more, it just depends. Below it is a good find though. For $5.99, I got this, I guess some sort of fence power supply, electric fence power supply. Brand new in box. There's currently none listed, at least when I scan the UPC. And there's 4 or 5 comps for this. Pre-owned all the way up to new. New, I think, sold for $130. New open box, there's one for like $90. Some pre-owns for $50. So I'm pricing this $100 plus shipping, and I'm very confident it will sell for that. I just picked up some of these big time muscle cars. They were $1.99. And it looks like I can sell these between $12 and $15 a piece. First class ship. I might even lot them all together yet. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll make some money on them. There's also these figures here. $1.99. They're kind of like rip-off Muscle Men figures. Like, I'm still looking. That's one of the items on my bucket list. I've never found actual Muscle Men. I recently knocked off the monster in my pockets. I found those at a garage sale. But I decided to just go ahead and buy these at $1.99 and just research them later. You know, I think I saw some being sold for like $20 for about this much. I don't remember if there's any that actually sold for that. Probably not. You know, I'll probably price them like $15 just to see if they sell. Again, first class ship. So back here, I picked up this Swoop, I believe it is, helicopter. It's supposed to have a little car that goes with it, but it does not. However, it looks like I can still sell this for at least 20, maybe more. It's in pretty good condition. I paid $3.99 for it. I got some brand new sealed stuff here. Some Batman Imaginext. I'm like, wow, Goodwill only asked $10 for him. You know, I'm restricted on Amazon, so I won't be selling them on there, but I'm still going to be able to make some money on eBay for sure. However, this one here is not Imaginext, it's not Fisher Price, and I wasn't restricted. It's Spin Masters. It is a remote control Batmobile, and I think it was selling for like $54 on Amazon, so I'll probably go ahead and try to sell it on there, make some money. Down below it, just a sealed family fun cranium game. Sells for about $50, $60 on Amazon. I've sold a decent amount of these over the years. I don't know why I always find the cranium games sealed, but it seems like that's one of the most common games to find sealed. Here is a clock that came from IKEA. Now, I've done pretty well with IKEA stuff, so I decided to go ahead and buy this. I could not find any comps for this. I looked on Terapeak. I even did a Google search. This particular clock was not showing up. The designer, David Wall, I found like a couple clocks and things that he done that were selling for like 75 to 100 bucks. So at $10, I'm probably gonna price this 50 bucks plus shipping. Just let it sit to see if it sells. I don't know if it will. I'm pretty sure, I'll at least make some money on it. I'm gonna shoot for a $50 plus shipping sale. Then below it, I got these hassle-free commode liners. This kind of stuff can definitely be worth picking up. You just never know, or at least checking out. I think it was $4.99 for this, and yeah, $4.99, and it was selling for $30 to $50 somewhere in there, if I remember correctly. So I'll go ahead and grab those, try to make some money on them. Here's something I've sold a few times. Actually, one time at Lowe's, I got a bunch of these brand new on clearance. Made quite a bit of money on them. They sold very quickly on Amazon. They are register vent boosters, has a fan in there. I paid $3.99 for this. They do sell quite well used. I think they sell used still on Amazon. I didn't check, but I checked eBay, and they're still selling for about 25-ish pre-owned, so I can make some money on these. I don't see them enough to just hold on to it to try to get more to save on shipping, because people will buy like 4 or 5 of these at a time if you got them. But I should make at least $10 profit on that, and it's going to be a very fast flip. Here is some holiday stuff. I picked this up at the thrift store. It was 75 cents, if you can see there. It is Department 56. Not a great Halloween Department 56 item. Of course, some of the Department 56 Halloween stuff can sell in the hundreds, even break into the thousands. But I still think this will sell for 15, 20 bucks. Again, I only paid 75 cents, so I'm definitely gonna pick that up and give it a shot. And here's something I picked up in the past, these Wee Crafts paintable sets here, Baker's Dozen, 13 Santas. Looks to be complete in there. $4.99. I saw some listed, I think, for $45.50. Seems like I even saw a comp for 40-ish. It's hard to remember everything, but I should definitely make some money on that. Then this Yoda I picked up, and it's in great condition. It was only $7.99. Again, you just know there's different people pricing this stuff. One person would price this $7.99. Another person would price this, maybe $79.99. I'm not even joking, because in their mind, they think Star Wars, huge money. So pricers do matter at Goodwill, but you know what? I'm going to be able to sell this for, well, there's one listed for $75. I don't think it's going to sell for that. It's a Halloween. It holds a candy bowl is what it is, if you're curious or I haven't mentioned that already. But I think realistically, I could sell this for about $40 plus shipping, $30 plus shipping. Either way, at $7.99, there's going to be some profit in it at some point. Then finally, I picked up this 100% wool jacket, members only, at the thrift store for $3. It's in good condition. Slightly long tail for sure, but you know what? Pricing this something like $30 plus shipping, it's going to move a lot faster, and I'm going to make good profit. But there it is, everybody. That's the haul for today. I really want to thank you for watching. Leave me a comment. Hit the like button, subscribe, do all that stuff for me. It really helps the video, especially if you've learned anything today. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.